Hello students, my name is Sahib Ansari and today we are going to learn Introduction to Trigonometry. So let's get started. This is going to be the overview of the chapter. We will learn Introduction to Trigonometry, what are trigonometric ratios. So what are the application of trigonometry? Why do we need to care about trigonometry? So at your level you will mostly use it to find height and distances. Height of different objects, distance between various objects. So you will solve problems related to that. Similarly, trigonometry can be used in astronomy to find distances between various objects, various planets, and various planetary objects. And it is also used in physics, like to find the components of vector, which you will learn in higher classes, this sine theta, cos theta components in higher classes. And this figure is quite interesting if you look at it. This is the formula which is used by a mathematician known as Al-Biruni, dating as back as 10th century, who used this formula to find the radius of the Earth. Yes, radius of the Earth. Radius of the Earth. So if you look at it, trigonometry has been around in human history for a long time and has a wide range of application. Other applications include geology in construction of buildings. So, if we look at the etymology of trigonometry, we find that it is made up of three words: tri, gono, and metri, which comes from metron. These are Latin words, which basically means tri means three, gono means side, and metri means measure. And what is the figure which has three sides? It's quite simple. It is a triangle. So trigonometry deals with triangle. And if we look at the formal definition, it is a branch of mathematics that studies the relationship between side lengths and the angles of triangle. Now moving forward. So the triangle of most interest is the right angle triangle. So before jumping onto right angle triangle, we need to familiarize ourselves with the terms related to right angle triangle. And there is the one thing that I want you to note that trigonometry does not necessarily means that we need to deal with solve triangles only right angles triangle. But trigonometry can be used to solve any sort of triangles. But this you will learn in higher grades. For introductory purposes, we introduce it with a right angle triangle. So what are the terms? Firstly, there is a right angle which is denoted by a little box, which is little box, and there is a theta which is generally given to us. Now, if we look at the three sides, what are those? The side opposite to theta is called the opposite. Very simple definition. The side opposite to theta is called opposite. And the side next to theta, side next to adjacent to theta is called the adjacent. Again, simple definition. The side next to theta is called adjacent. And the side opposite to this is the right angle. The opposite side to the right angle triangle is called the hypotenuse, which is also the longest side of the triangle. Now, so these are the three terms: opposite, adjacent, and hypotenuse. So now coming to trigonometric ratios, so there are six trigonometric ratios, of which are written, which are basic. You need to remember their formulas to solve the problem. So first, before jumping on to the formulas, we need to familiarize ourselves with two more terms. The terms are perpendicular and base, which is nothing but another name for opposite. So what we use it, we don't use the term opposite and adjacent in our formulas. We give them the name perpendicular and base, which means exactly the same as opposite and adjacent. So these are the formula for sine theta. As you can look, the meanings are also given. So if you look at it first time, then it may be hard to remember the formula. But there is a trick, or you can say mnemonic, to remember the formulas. So the trick goes like this: Pandit, Badri, Prasad, Hari, Hari, Cool. So what you need to remember the formula is look at the first letter of each word. So if you look at the first letter of each word, Pandit P, 3H, B, 3H, similarly P by B is first letter. So, and this is nothing but the formulas of sine theta, cos theta, and tan theta. So by remembering the mnemonic Pandit, Vadri, Prasad, Hari, both, and looking at the first letter of each word, we can write the formulas of sine theta, cos theta, and tan theta. And if you are not familiar with Hindi, then you can use the English mnemonic, which goes like this: Some people have curly brown hair to present beauty. So we will arrive at the same formula if we look at the first letter of each word. The only difference is that we get the SCT, which denotes the sine, cos, and tan in addition. So if you remember this trick or mnemonic, then you can remember the formula. So now the remaining three trigonometric ratios are called cos theta, sec theta, and cot theta, and we don't need to remember their formulas. Just remember that they are the reciprocal of sine theta, cos theta, and tan theta. So if we remember the formula of sine theta, cos theta, and tan theta, which easily can be done by remembering the trick, we can find the values or formulas for sec theta and tan theta. So thank you.